It's a beautiful day in the quarantine for a disinfected neighbor. Speaking of disinfection. Would you be mine? Smells like fresh pine. Won't you be my properly socially distanced but connected via virtual interaction neighbor? Hi, neighbor. Welcome to Mr. Armstrong's properly socially distanced neighborhood. Today, I want to meet some of our neighbors. We're going to talk today to Mme Reichel. She is going to tell us a little bit about faith and what it takes to have faith. Now, obviously, with social distancing, we can't go visit her, but through the miracle of modern technology, I don't know why I don't need that, through the miracle of modern technology known as cup and a string, we can listen in to what she has to say.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about myself in high school, my senior year. Also some of the best advice that I received at that time and one of the clearest times that God has spoken to me. Let's get going. So I'm going to share some from this book right here. Is my high school journal from key moments in high school. One of the entries that I have in there talks about when I went into school the summer before senior year. I was talking to our school chaplain about my stress of college admissions and life. And she told me that she would pray for me. And she advised me to pray and trust God, which is not the most original advice, right? You've heard that, but the way she said it was just wonderful. She said, trust God, and not just say you're going to trust God and continue to keep worrying, but really trust God. And that stuck with me. And so that piece of advice kind of framed my senior year as I really need to learn how to trust God at this time. So fast forward to November of senior year of high school. One night I was particularly very, very stressed. I didn't get the alumni interview I wanted as fast as I wanted it. I was stressed about that. I was some submission snafu thing. Anyways, I was frustrated and really stressed out. And I tried comforting myself by getting cozy, relaxing, not thinking about it, but none of that worked. And so feeling hopeless, frustrated, anxious, I looked up and I saw a verse that I had written a long time ago, an expo marker on my mirror. And I read it, and it said, it's from Matthew 17:20. Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." So that verse was in the context of Jesus healing someone. His disciples couldn't do it, and he performed the healing and talked about the nature of faith, just needing faith just like a mustard seed. So at that time, imagine myself, Madame, senior year, I was really stressed out, really anxious, and I repeated this verse. And as I repeated it aloud, I think it started to become relevant to me and to my situation and to the anxiety that I was feeling at that moment. And I heard God speak to me through that verse specifically. It was like he was saying, "Truly I tell you, Hallie, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain," the mountain called college admissions, or the mountain called coronavirus, or uncertainty, or insert any problem, issue, worry here, this mountain, and it will move from here to there. Here inside your worried mind, where it was living and wreaking havoc, or sometimes I feel stress right here or in my stomach, it can move from here to there in God's hands. and that nothing will be impossible for you. That's not impossible if you just have faith like a mustard seed. Nothing will overtake you. And as I repeated that, just a complete surge of relief, like physical relief, when you feel like finally everything settles, deflates, the stress just deflates, was a sense of relief. And I really feel like God spoke to me through his word, through that verse. And that was one way that God was really faithful to me in the midst of uncertainty and anxiety. And so to continue that, I wanted to share one more verse and one posture. I think that's helpful for me at this season, and I hope it is for you. So the verse is 1 Peter 5, 7 through 8. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. So I love this verse. God is saying, first, humble yourselves. Let God be God. You are not. And I think this time really brings that out, that we're not in control, and we are not God. And if we try to, it's not going to have a good result. So that it starts with humility, trusting God, surrendering to God. And then the same motion of casting our anxieties, moving the mountain, casting our anxieties. And we cast them not because God commands us to foremost. No, we cast them because he cares for us. And so in this season, I really encourage you, as I'm speaking to myself too, to cast our cares, our anxieties, our uncertainties, because Christ loves us, because he died, because he cares, because he rose, because he forgives. He has shown and demonstrated that he cares and loves, so we can trust him with our anxieties, with our worries. So to close, I wanted to say a posture that I hope you can carry with you is one that the same school chaplain told me about, praying with your hands just wide open to God. That it's a peaceful surrender, not holding on to things, not holding on to control that we don't have, but surrendering to God and also being willing to receive his love and his grace and his relief and his love that he longs to give you because he cares for you. I hope that is encouraging to you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
A mustard seed, huh? Wow. That is a lot of faith. Let's all say thank you to our neighbor, Mme Reichel. Thanks for sharing. And as always, remember, share your comfort with others and be a good, properly socially distanced neighbor. See you, neighbor.